Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie. And this is based off of, I believe, this Netflix series that now gets a big screen adaptation from Ryan Krigo and Layla Lockhart Craner, who is Gabby. It's this young woman who loves cats and has a little dollhouse. And she could turn into a little animated version of herself, palling around with all these fun cat characters. And this is a DreamWorks hybrid live-action animated film where she's going to see her grandmother. But unfortunately, her dollhouse starts rolling down the street and taken by this eccentric cat lady, Vera, played by Kristen Wiig. And Gabby goes on a whole entire adventure trying to get this house back. And this film, from like a directorial standpoint, it's very much like, it looks like a TV kids sitcom. It's overly bright, overly lit kind of look when it's doing the live action elements. And then the animated elements, I think it looks fine. It's very colorful and vibrant. There's some musical numbers throughout that I don't think are the most creative or interesting songs, but they have good messages and they're certainly catchy and a fun time. The plot of this, it's so weird because Kristen Wiig plays such a big part in the beginning of like taking this dollhouse, but then is almost a non-existent element of this film until she's like shoehorned in forcefully towards the end, where you just have her, the film cutting away to her doing weird shenanigans with her cat, and that's it. But Kristen Wiig's the best part of the movie because she's so funny and really committing to this bit where you're just like, she doesn't need to be in this movie at all. Like, the dollhouse could have just got lost somewhere and Gabby had to go on this adventure. But Kristen Wiig, I think, brings the star power and the attractiveness to, like, an adult watching the film. And she is very funny. And it's Kristen Wiig, so it works. I think Craner, who is Gabby, I think she does her thing. And they lean into that. I do find some moments where Krigo goes into a direction to inject some meta humor. Because, like, this is the kind of show where, like, Gabby will talk right to the audience and break the fourth wall. And, like, Kristen Wiig's like, who are you talking to? And, like, having jokes like that, I think, worked throughout the film at times. And you have a lot of famous voice actors, like Tara Strong in this film. And, Thomas Lennon's in the film. Jason Mantzoukas, I think, like, his character winds up becoming such a big part of this film out of left field, and it feels like this film was just trying to force more conflict into the story instead of just trying to find the dollhouse. And the third act of it becomes this big, convoluted thing. And to be perfectly frank, this movie is like an hour and 38 minutes. It's way too long. It feels like it was stretching its premise out to beyond its limits, and it starts getting boring after a while, repetitive, where it's like you could have condensed this whole thing, but it has some whimsical, fun musical numbers and all these different little animated creature worlds and stuff like that it explores. I am sure this will certainly grab the attention of the younger audience watching this, and it has a little bit there for the adults. But I do think that it's overstretched, overlong, and it could have been made a little bit sharper from like a filmmaking standpoint, and it still leaves it feeling underwhelming, I think. But to be frank, who's this really for? Not me. So if you're watching this with your kids, I'm sure your kids will get a kick out of it. But those are my thoughts on Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in, supporting your Wasteland reviewer.